Alright, what's going on, everybody? We are live for the Broncos and the Bills on Monday Night Football. Give me 1 second to pull up the game. It started a couple minutes ago. Actually, looks like it may not have started yet, but this Gamecast is usually a couple plays behind, so hold on. Let me get the game on. But welcome to the stream, everybody. Broncos Bills. I've got the Bills 30-20, I believe, in this game. I could be off on that. I'll check my score in a second. Alright, 3rd and 12. Minute and a half into the game. Let me pull up the comments. Broncos on the Bills 30. Here's a delayed handoff. And on the handoff, he's going to get about 8 yards on 3rd and long. That's going to bring a 4th and 4. And the Broncos will likely settle for a field goal. This is also the first time Von Miller is playing against his former team. Hold on 1 second. But the Broncos send on the field goal unit. Looking to get the game's first points. Will Lutz on to attempt a 40-yard field goal. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos take an early 3-0 lead. Hold on 1 second. Bill's going to get the football. Alright. Getting to comments. What's up? You're my #1 fan. Cool. How's it going? It's going good. How about you? I haven't been up to much. Just getting ready to stream. And now I'm watching football. Alright, how's it going, everybody? Alright. But let me check my score prediction. I just go back to my Hot Wheels tournaments. Those were really good. I haven't done those in years. That was like my first couple videos on my channel. I've got the Bills beating the Broncos 33-18. So that's my score prediction. You got the Broncos, or at least hoping for the Broncos. Could go either way, but I think alright, it could go either way, but I don't think it's that likely to go either way. I think the Broncos probably the Bills should probably win this one fairly easily. Hold on 1 second. Let me pull up the rosters for each team. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. But welcome to the stream, everybody. Bills Broncos Monday Night Football. Broncos with the early 3-0 lead. So far, results in the poll: 75% of you guys have said the Bills will win, 25% have said the Broncos. Make sure to vote if you have not already done so. But the kick here from Will Lutz is a touchback, and Josh Allen and the Bills offense will take over at their own 25-yard line. How will you celebrate when you hit 1,000 subscribers? I haven't really thought about that. Do you have any suggestions? I haven't really thought about that, but we are getting close. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 by the end of the year. But I haven't really thought about how I'm going to celebrate that. Dang, the Bills are destroying the Broncos in the poll. Well, the Bills are definitely the better team. Allen looks to throw. He's going to roll out to his right, escaping the rush. Allen throws downfield. That is intercepted! Did he get the feet in bounds? I don't think so. Let's see. No. That is incomplete. Q&A maybe. Maybe. I haven't really thought about it. I don't think he got both feet in. I just have a live stream if you're waiting to the 1,000 subscribers. Maybe I'll do that. Get the rest of the comments in a second. That was wiped off the board, but we do have a holding call back to Bills up to a 1st and 20. Allen looks to throw. Throws down the sideline way too high and incomplete. Gabe Davis the intended target, and that brings up a 2nd and 20 here for the Bills. Broncos going to go off tonight. Watch. Okay. If they do, I'll make sure to come back to that comment. But, they were good their last time out against the Chiefs, so maybe they can continue on that. Get to the rest of the comments in a second. 2nd and 20 from the 15. Stephon Diggs in motion. Allen, quick throw out to Dalton Kincaid. He makes one man miss and is going to gain about 4, maybe 5 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 3rd and 15. It's actually be a 3rd and 16. Broncos for the win. They could. So here is a 3rd and 16. Allen empty backfield. He looks to throw. Allen with time. Allen throws over the middle. That is caught for a 1st down by Gabe Davis up to the 37-yard line. And the Bills move the chains on 3rd and long. What month was I born in? I was actually born in this month, November. On 1st down, Allen hands off to Latavius Murray up the middle. Good run there from Murray, gaining 8. Not November 8th. It hasn't passed yet. It's later in the month. Latavius Murray, in his 1st season with the Bills, he's got 6 teams in 11 seasons in the NFL. Here is a 2nd and 2. Allen hands off to Murray once again. Murray makes a cut. Latavius Murray with the 1st down. Inside Broncos territory. Murray's still going. He's out of bounds at the Bronco 34. A big run there for Latavius Murray. Gets him deep inside Bronco territory. I'll get to the comments after this upcoming play. Latavius Murray was actually a 2015 Pro Bowler. He's bounced around all over, but he's always been a solid back. 4 teams been solid so far. Diggs in motion. They toss this one to the outside for Johnson. He's going to pick up 2 or 3 yards. Who is that? Johnson, number 26. Is that Duke Johnson? No, it's Ty Johnson. I didn't know where Duke Johnson is these days. He is... Oh, he's a free agent. So I don't know where he is, because he's not anywhere. No, it's not November 8th, I'll just tell you. Unless you want one more guess. No, I'm currently 16. And time to punt? Well, not quite. But ball in the 32. Allen in shotgun. Off play action. Allen looks to throw. He's got no play blown dead. Never mind. False start. That was on Spencer Brown, a third-round pick in the 2021 draft from Northwestern, the Bills' right tackle. So 2nd and 13. Allen in shotgun with back line to his right. Ball on the 37. Allen looks to throw. Throws to the outside, caught by Dalton Kincaid, and he is going to get taken down at the 29 as he swung out of bounds. And that brings up a 3rd and medium here for the Bills. My birthday is November 19th. Now, it's 1 week after that. It's November 26th. So here is a 3rd and 4. The Bills, a 50% conversion rate on the season that is tied for best in the NFL with the Eagles. Allen looks to throw. He's got time. Allen steps into the throw and off the hands and intercepted! Off the hands of Gabe Davis and a diving pick by Justin Simmons. And a first drive turnover for the... Actually, they've got 2 turnovers. I missed the very, very beginning of the game. Now, apparently, that's the 2nd turnover today for the Bills. So apparently 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Which makes sense how the Broncos got that deep into Bill territory that first time. The first time they fumbled on the first play from scrimmage. This time, it's an interception. 2 drives, 2 turnovers for the Bills. And let's see if the Broncos can get points off this one. Last time they started at the Bills' 28. And then ended up going 4 plays, 6 yards, not even picking up a first down, kicking a field goal. This time, field position's not as good at their own 17, but their defense does get a big takeaway, keeping the Bills off the scoreboard. Broncos need to pull ahead. They should. They do need to, because if they can pull ahead, that would be big for them, because you're only going to hold this Bills offense down for so long, especially this Broncos defense, which hasn't been very good this year. So it would definitely be a smart idea for the Broncos to build the lead. Hold on 1 second. I'm not going to give any shout-outs. Sorry about that, though. So far, results in the poll, 57% of you guys said the Bills will win, 43% have said the Broncos. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. But the second Bills turnover of the day sees the Broncos start at their own 17-yard line, leading 3-0 with 8:22 to go in the first quarter. It's actually their own 12-yard line. What I saw before was incorrect. Wilson to throw for the first time today. He's going to float one downfield. Nice one-handed catch. And a pickup of about 11 yards there for the Broncos on first down. That was a really nice one-handed catch. Jordan Humphrey. With a really nice catch there. Do I have a Discord? I do not. I physically have a Discord account, but I'm usually never on there. And I don't have my own server now. 1st and 10. Here is the handoff. And he stumbles and is going to gain only a yard. I don't know the Broncos roster very well. Let's see, 38 with the carry. That is Jaleel McLaughlin, a rookie from Youngstown State. Here is a 2nd and 9. Wilson under center. Wilson changes the play at the line. Wilson goes to the ground once again, and this time it is a better run, getting to the 32-yard line. My favorite NFL team is the Giants, and my favorite college team is Notre Dame. Yes, I've told you that before. But yes, that is correct. Sports are amazing, I would agree. So here is a 3rd and 4 from the 32-yard line. Wilson in shotgun. Javonte Williams, I believe, is the back line to the left. Wilson to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Wilson going to float this out to Javonte Williams across the 40-yard line. Williams still going. He's taken down to the 49. And a 1st down there for the Broncos, as they move the chains. Nice catch and run there for Javonte Williams. Another 1st down for the Broncos. And with 6:10 to go in the opening quarter, Broncos with the ball. They got the ball just inside their own territory at the 49. Wilson under center. We got some early movement. Looks like it's going to be on the Broncos. That's going to back them up 5. So 1st and 15. Burton, the fullback, with the early movement there, and that backs him up to 1st and 15. My favorite Bills player. Probably, I don't know. I'll think about that. Give me a second. Here is the reverse to, I don't know who that is, but he's gonna gain. He's gonna lose yardage, taking down by Leonard Floyd for a loss of 3. Broncos in the lead in the poll. So they are. I just realized that. Was that a fumble? The Bills have ended up with the ball. That's apparently a scoop and score for the Bills. I never saw him lose the football. No, he's down. He was clearly down. That's going to be... That'll come back. Here's another look. Yeah, his left arm is on the ground. And... it should be 2nd and 18. Marvin Mims was the ball carrier. And they will get that one right. That is not a touchdown. That is just, in fact, a 3-yard loss. My favorite Bills player, going back to that, probably Josh Allen. Just so much fun to watch. So here is a 2nd and 18. Wilson in shotgun. Javonte Williams back on to the left. Wilson looks to throw. He's pressured. Wilson escapes the rush for now, and is going to eventually slide down right at the line of scrimmage, and that will bring up a 3rd and very long for the Broncos. At 3rd and 18. But here comes a 3rd and 18 for the Broncos. We saw the Bills convert a 3rd and long on their previous drive before they threw a pick. Let's see if the Broncos can do the same. Empty backfield here for Russell Wilson. He looks to throw. 4-man rush for the Bills. Wilson pump fakes. Now he Throws an incomplete pass, looking for his tight end, a little check down, but that one is incomplete. And the Broncos going to be forced to punt it away. So let's see if the Bills offense can do something besides turn the ball over as they get the ball back here with 4:33 to go in the first quarter. Riley Dixon punts it away. He's got 8 punts inside the 20, 0 touchbacks. This is his first touchback of the season. And Josh Allen and the Bills offense will take over their own 20. And the Bills defense allows some yards there. Broncos pick up a couple first downs, but the Bills defense does a good job forcing a punt. So far, results in the poll: 60% of you guys have said the Broncos win, 40% have said the Bills. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. Hold on 1 second. One second. Alright, waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. The Bills get the football back at their own 20-yard line for a 1st and 10. They've gotten 2 drives, 2 turnovers so far. Fumbled on their first drive, their first play from scrimmage. And then their last drive threw a pick, even though that really wasn't Josh Allen's fault. Alright, they're back from commercial break here. The Bills take over following the defense forcing a punt. Broncos lead this one 3-0 with a little over 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Alright, so the Bills offense on the field at their own 20. Allen looks to throw on the first play. Throws to the outside. That's caught by Diggs. And Diggs out of bounds after a gain of 9. So that brings up a 2nd and 1 for the Bills. With about 4 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Stephon Diggs on the season, 843 yards, 7 touchdowns. Averaging 11.9 yards per catch. Allen hands off to Latavius Murray, who's going to run for a gain of 3 and pick up a first down. Latavius Murray's seen an increased role in the Bills, it seems, each week in the offense. Which I'm really not a fan of, because I really like James Cook as a player. If they let James Cook see the field, I think he could be a really good player with what he can do with the ball in his hands, as well as what he can do as a pass catcher. But for some reason, the Bills don't like him. Allen on the keeper here. Allen will just get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe gain a yard, but not much on the option play. So here is a 2nd and 9. Empty backfield for Josh Allen. He looks to throw just a 3-man rush for the Broncos. He's going to throw underneath to Latavius Murray, but that is dropped and incomplete. That's one of the areas where James Cook is really good and a lot better than Latavius Murray. I just think James Cook's better overall. I mean, any snacks to meet? No. But I think that's where what I was saying. James Cook is better than Latavius Murray, especially as a pass catcher, but I think he's better overall. 3rd and 9. Bills, 2 drives, 2 penalties, 2 turnovers. Allen looks to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Allen hit as he throws. That one is incomplete, just out of the reach of Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will be forced to punt it away for the first time today, after turnovers ended their previous 2 drives. Allen was hit as he threw that, so I wonder if that may have altered the throw just a little bit. No, it looks like it may have come just a bit after he let go of that. But here is a 4th and 9. Incomplete, yes. Sam Martin to punt it away. Marvin Mims back deep to receive. He calls for a fair catch at his own 21. And that is where the Broncos offense will take over. So the Broncos lead 3-0 after a 46-yard punt. And there is, let's see, I thought they were going to show the scoreboard before they went to commercial. 2:30 left to go in the opening quarter. Bills have gotten off to a very slow start offensively. That was their first drive that didn't end in a turnover. And then no, I'm not saying that. But that was the first time the Broncos punted, but they've gotten off to a very slow start offensively. That was a 5-play, 13-yard drive. They had a solid drive, 8 plays, 47 yards, ended in a pick. But overall, a very slow start for the Bills offensively. Because you can move the ball all you want, but if you don't get points, then it really isn't a good drive. I can say hi. Russ Wilson's been okay so far. I mean, he really hasn't thrown the ball downfield very much. He's thrown quick pass, just floated a couple passes downfield, but have been very short. I mean, the Broncos, despite leading this one 3-0, they really haven't done much offensively. They moved the ball a little bit their last drive, but didn't do a ton. And then their first drive didn't do anything, but were given good field position. Oh. Hold on 1 second. I'd like to see a few deep shots this first half. Take a chance downfield. I mean, maybe they will. I mean, they really haven't thrown the ball a ton so far, so maybe they will. But I don't know. The Broncos usually a conservative offensive team. I really have not seen them play much at all this season. But here is a 1st and 10 from the 21. They hand off to Javonte Williams up the middle. Williams breaking tackles, and he's going to pick up 9. Up to the 30. So here is a 2nd and 1. Wilson under center. If you want to take a shot downfield, now's a good spot. 2nd and short. Wilson instead going to hand off to Javonte Williams, who's going to pick up another another Broncos first down to the 32. Javonte Williams 4 carries, 14 yards so far. Russell Wilson tonight, 2 of 3, 31 yards, but a lot of that has been after the catch. So 1st and 10 from the 32. Wilson, off play action, looks to throw. Wilson, with plenty of time, throws just underneath. That is caught and taken down after a gain of 6. 84, that is... Chris Mannertz with the catch there. And it brings up a 2nd and 4. Here for the Broncos. Looks like they may have wanted to take a shot down the field there, but Wilson didn't like what he saw. So 2nd and 4, 30 seconds to go in the opening quarter. They toss this to the right side, and he's taken down for a loss of a yard. So that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 5 here for the Broncos. And that's probably going to take us to the 2nd quarter. That will bring us to the 2nd quarter. But at the end of the 1st quarter of play, Broncos lead 3-0 and have a 3rd and 5 upcoming. I was just about to say something. I don't remember what it was now. But they will have a 3rd and 4, it's marked, from their own 38 when 2nd quarter begins. We're calling 10-0 Denver 1 quarter. Almost. Yeah, almost. I mean, they could still go on and score a touchdown on this drive to go up 10-0 on a drive that started in the first half. The 1st quarter. Hold on 1 second. Alright, but waiting for them to come back from commercial break here as we head to the 2nd quarter. So far, results in the poll, 60% of you guys said the Broncos win, 40% have said the Bills. Make sure to vote if you haven't already done so. I already want to get you a slice of cheese pizza, you'll still be listening. Okay. Sounds like a plan. So here's a 3rd and 4. This is Von Miller's first game against the Broncos. He had 110 sacks with the Broncos. That was a franchise record. Here's a 3rd and 4. Wilson in shotgun with back on to his right. Wilson looks to throw. Wilson steps up in the pocket. Wilson going to take off and run. Wilson picks up the first down and slides at the 48. He had more space to run, but he opts to slide. And I think he could have gotten maybe another 5 to 10 yards without sliding. Or before he had to slide and would have still been able to slide. But Wilson picks up the first down because of his legs. Not quite the runner he used to be, but still a quarterback that can use his legs to gain a few yards, as you see there. That was a 10-yard scramble from Russell Wilson, who's 3 of 4 passing for 38 yards. Jordan Phillips, the injured Bill on the play, did his 9th NFL season. Was a 2nd-round pick with the Dolphins in 2015. Hopefully he's okay. So here is a 1st and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Wilson in shotgun. Wilson, off play action, looks to throw. He's going to roll out to his right, escape the rush, direct traffic downfield, and throw downfield just away and incomplete. Originally pressured by Leonard Floyd. Now we got a flag that comes in on the play. Let's see what that's going to be. It's at midfield, which is just beyond the line of scrimmage. It's ineligible guy downfield. So that backs the Broncos up 5. Really just nowhere for Russ Wilson to go with the football there. But 1st and 15 following the penalty. Wilson under center from the 43. Wilson hands off to Javonte Williams, and he is going to pick up about 2. Not much space to run at all. We're in on the tackle there. Brings up a 2nd and 13. So 2nd and 13 here for the Broncos. Wilson, off play action. Gonna roll out to his right, escape the rush, throw downfield. That is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended target. That one out of bounds and a little short as well. So that brings up a 3rd and 13. Broncos are still winning. Yes, they are. Still 3-0. So 3rd and 13 here for the Broncos. Ball on their own 45. Wilson in shotgun. Wilson looks to throw. He's pressured, steps up in the pocket, throws to the outside, caught by Adam Trotman, the tight end, and Trotman is going to get taken down at the Bills' 47. And that's going to bring up a 4th down, and the Broncos are likely going to be forced to punt it away. They will, in fact, send the punt unit. 4th and 5 is a little long to go for it. One of the teams needs to score. Hopefully it's the Broncos. Yeah, we haven't seen points in a while. Not since early in the first quarter. It's about 13:30 to go. So it's been over a whole quarter of play without points scored. The kick is away. The Broncos send it to the Bills, and this punt is a touchback. So Riley Dixon, the Broncos punter, came in with no touchbacks on the season coming into this game, and he's already got 2 on 2 punts today. But a 46-yard punt into the end zone, and the Bills take over at their own 20-yard line, still to 0 on the scoreboard. They've turned the ball over twice, a fumble, a pick, and then also a field goal, a fumble, a pick, and then a punt on their most recent possession. Hold on 1 second. But the Broncos punt the ball to the Bills after their drive. Same as their last drive. They're able to move the football a little bit, got about 20 to 30 yards, and then punt the ball away. This one, 8 plays, 33 yards. Their previous drive was 7 plays, 30 yards. So very similar drives, both resulting in punts. Hold on 1 second. Commercials are annoying. Yeah, they definitely can be. I don't mind a commercial here and there, but sometimes when the commercial breaks just get super long, that does get very annoying. Hold on 1 second. First and 10, Allen hands off to Latavius Murray up the middle, and Murray with a solid run there on first down, gaining about 5 to 6 yards. The Bills not a good first quarter team, a minus 11 point margin in the first quarter, whereas the rest of their games, a plus 88 point differential. They trailed in the first quarter in 5 of their last 6 games. So here is a 2nd and 4. After a good run from Murray on first down. Allen goes under center for this play. Diggs in motion. Allen off play action. Going to swing this out to Murray into the backfield. And Murray is taken down for a loss of about a yard. That will bring up a 3rd and 5. I hate how loud commercials get. Yeah, sometimes they come on and they're like so loud. Like, they can at least be consistent with their volume. So here is a 3rd and 5 for the Bills. Empty backfield for Josh Allen. Just a 3-man rush for the Broncos. Allen over the middle, that is off the hands of Kincaid and incomplete. And the Bronco defense is going to force a quick 3 and out. That's now two that have gone, or two that I remember that have gone off the hands of the receiver. That's one Dalton Kincaid has to catch. And the pick that was off the hands of Gabe Davis also should have been caught. So the pass catchers for Josh Allen not doing him any favors. The poll is 50-50, so it is. I just realized that. Thanks for pointing that out. On the return here is Marvin Mims from the 31. Mims on the return. He's got some blockers ahead of him. Gains over 10 yards on the return and heads out of bounds at the 49. Very good return there from Marvin Mims. Sets the Broncos up with good starting field position just inside their own territory at the 49. Bad catch. Not necessarily bad catch because he didn't catch it, but bad drop. Two bad drops so far for the Bills. One resulting in a turnover, the other resulting in a punt. So, pass catchers for the Bills really need to help out Josh Allen. I believe he's had 3 passes that have gone off the hands of his receiver, although the one was from Stephon Diggs and wasn't really a great catch or a great throw. So it's kind of explainable that can go off the hand of the receiver, but the ones to Gabe Davis and Dalton Kincaid just now definitely has to be caught. So far, results in the poll, it is 50-50. Make sure to vote if you guys... Whoa, I almost just knocked over my mic. If you guys have not already done so. I have the Broncos winning this one by a score of 33-18. Sorry, the Bills winning by a score of 33-18. So that is where my vote would go if I could vote. Alright, they're back from commercial break. The Broncos take over with excellent field position at their own 29-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 48 is where it's officially spotted. Wilson under center. Here he hands off to Javonte Williams up the middle. Is going to get a good run of about 5 yards there on the first down play. The Broncos defense this season, in weeks 1 through 4, they've allowed 32.6 points a game. That was the second most by a team through 5 games over the last 60 seasons, and that includes a 70-point game against the Dolphins. Since week 6, they're 2-1 and allowing just 15 points a game. That is the fewest during that span in the NFL. So, really an interesting turnaround for the Broncos defense. Here is a 2nd and 5. Wilson under center. Quick throw caught by Cortland Sutton, who takes a big hit, but holds on to the football and gains 6 and a Bronco first down. Although we do have a flag in the play. I think this is going to be a helmet-to-helmet hit. Yeah, it is on Dorian Williams. The Bill put the big hit on Cortland Sutton. Go deep. You've been wanting to take a shot downfield for like the entire first half so far. I mean, they tried to take one deep shot down the field, but Russell Wilson just didn't like what he saw. He got good time, just didn't get an open receiver down the field. But the ball now on the 26-yard line. Wilson in shotgun. Throws, zips one over the middle that is caught by Jerry Jeudy for a gain of 11. His first catch of the day. And another first down for the Broncos. Broncos going to move quickly here offensively. So 1st and 10 at the 15. Wilson going to turn around and hand this to Javonte Williams, who's going to power his way ahead for 4. He originally had nowhere to go. But some powerful running from Javonte Williams gains 4. And here comes a 2nd and 7 for the Broncos. With a little over 9 minutes to go in the opening half. Williams tonight, 8 carries, 29 yards. That's 3.6 yards a carry. Wilson again going to hand off to Javonte Williams. This time he's got nowhere to go and he's taken down after gaining only a yard. Gets the ball to the 11-yard line and will bring up a 3rd and 6. With 8:45 to go in the second quarter. So 3rd and 6 here for the Broncos. The first down is inside the 5-yard line. Wilson under center once again. Troutman, the tight end, in motion. Wilson looks to throw. He's going to roll out to his right, escaping Leonard Floyd. Wilson on the run, throws complete. But that is short of the first down marker. Cortland Sutton with a sliding catch. And that brings up a 4th and 2 for the Broncos. The ESPN analytics say if it's 4th or 4 or less, go for it. But the Broncos will ascend on the field goal unit. And try to double their lead. Will Lutz has missed. Oh wait, are they going to go and fake this here? They got the punter. Like he's going to go with the tush push. And now they were trying to get the Bills to jump. Now the Broncos call a timeout. Looks like they maybe bring the offense back out there. Take the points for sure. I would agree. Just because this field goal is almost a guarantee. It's not like it's like a 45, 50-yard field goal. Then I definitely go for it. But right here, I would take the points. Definitely appears as if the Broncos will go for it. Yeah, they will. Russell Wilson and the offense coming back onto the field. So 4th and 2. Ball on the 7-yard line. Broncos going to go for it. 7:23 to go in the first half. Wilson under center. Off play action. Wilson pressured. Spinning away from it. Throwing off his back foot to the end zone. Caught, but I think he's out of bounds. Incomplete. Cortland Sutton did catch the ball, but he was, in fact, out of bounds. Oh, wow, that's really close. Let's see. His left toe is just barely in bounds. He's dragging his right toe. I think that's a touchdown. That's really close. Originally, I thought incomplete because I thought he was too far to bounce, but I think that's a touchdown. Broncos definitely need to challenge that. I'm pretty sure that's a touchdown because his left foot is barely in bounds. The call on the field was incomplete. I think that's a touchdown. We'll have to see if they reverse it or if the Broncos opt to challenge it, but I think that's a touchdown. Waiting for them to come back from commercial. Alright, so still waiting for them to come back from commercial break. But the ruling on the field was incomplete. Let's see, they didn't in fact take a look at it. Let's see, we're gonna get the announcement right here. It's completed pass. They got the call right. What a touchdown catch for Cortland Sutton. And the Broncos gamble pays off. What a touchdown there for Cortland Sutton. He cannot... I just realized I did that incorrectly. He cannot be any closer than that. It is in fact overturned, and Will Lutz on for the extra point. And it's no good. He doinked it off the left upright. So they get a touchdown, but miss the extra point. And it stays 9-0. But what a touchdown catch there for Cortland Sutton. As the Broncos triple their lead, it is now 9-0. What was it? I don't know. How do you miss an extra point? I know. I would probably horribly miss an extra point if I was there. But these guys are professional kickers. How do you miss an extra point? Not only was that a great touchdown catch from Cortland Sutton, but that was also a really good job from Russell Wilson back by the line of scrimmage to escape the rush. Not one, but two defenders. He ended up running back about 15 to 20 yards before he let that one go. That is the 17th touchdown pass for Russell Wilson this season. That's more he had than all of last year already. He's definitely been helped by Sean Payton coming to the offense. Here's a return to the 18-yard line. Good drive for sure, yeah. And plus defensively, you guys haven't let the Bills get anything going. So I mean, Broncos have gotten off to a really good start in this game. Russell Wilson tonight, 8 of 10 for 75 yards and a touchdown. And he has the Broncos with a 9-0 lead. We have an injured Bill on the play. That's Cam Lewis, a corner in his 4th season. Not bad, 8 for 10, no turnovers. Yeah, it's good. And also, I mean, it's just insane to think he's already matched his touchdown total, or surpassed his touchdown total from last season. That just goes to show how bad the Broncos were last year. And I mean, I still don't think the Broncos are amazing, but they've definitely turned it around. Russell Wilson has gotten a lot better. But I mean, I just think that goes to show a huge problem last year was Nathaniel Hackett. But it is good to see Russell Wilson at least regain some of his form he had in Seattle. He can make plays as long as he doesn't hold the ball for too long. Yeah, that's a problem with a lot of quarterbacks. That's a problem with Justin Fields. He takes so many sacks because he holds the ball for forever. But, I mean, it is... He can definitely still be a good quarterback. Now he's got a competent coach. But the Bills get the football back here. Or with the football back at their own 18. James Cook has just one snap. He's back in the game here, but that one snap was the catch that he fumbled on the first play of the game. But here's a 1st and 10. Allen going to dump this off to James Cook. And Cook is going to break a couple tackles, bounce to the outside. James Cook this time going to hold on to the football and gain 8. I mean, it also wasn't entirely James Cook's fault on the fumble. Broncos just ripped it out of his hand. But it was a fumble. So 2nd and 2 after an 8-yard catch and run. They go to James Cook on the ground. Cook gets through the line of scrimmage. James Cook with a nice run there up to the 39. I'm glad to see they put James Cook back in, because I think you could see a lot of that with James Cook in the Bills' offense. Because he's just a lot more of an explosive runner than Latavius Murray ever was. And here is another give to James Cook. He gains 6, getting it up to the 45. And will bring up a 2nd and 4. They go back to James Cook on the ground. Cook will gain 4. They marked that previous play a gain of 5. Yeah, a gain of 5. And this is going to be a 3rd and 4. A gain of 4 to bring up a 3rd and 1. James Cook now comes out for this next play. Latavius Murray checks in at running back to the right of Josh Allen, who's standing in shotgun here for this 3rd and 1. Allen going to keep it on the ground, hand to Latavius Murray, and he is barely going to pick up that 1st down, but he will in fact move the chains. So 1st and 10, a ball on midfield. Allen looks to throw. Quick throw that is caught by Stephon Diggs. And Diggs is going to break a tackle. Diggs still on his feet inside the 40 and he's taken down to the 35. Bills offense moving the football on the ground. And now also a throw and catch to Stephon Diggs, who really should have been taken down right at the point of the catch. But Diggs 2 catches, 23 yards, 16 yards after the catch. Here they go back to the ground with Latavius Murray. He's going to bounce this to the outside running right. And Murray's still on his feet. A 15-yard pickup there for Latavius Murray, running through defenders. And this run game is really starting to move the football for the Bills. So 1st and 10, Bills average, or with 78 rushing yards so far today, 7.1 yards a carry against what a Broncos run defense that has not been very good. Allen throws to the end zone, caught for a Bills touchdown, wide open. Dalton Kincaid and the Bills answered the Broncos touchdown with their first points of the day, and that is the Bills offense we're used to seeing. Marching right down the field, Dalton Kincaid with a 22-yard touchdown, 8 plays, 81 yards, a lot of them on the ground, taking 3:41 off the clock. And the Bills with a nice answer to the Broncos touchdown. Bills do have a solid run game. I mean, they don't run the ball a ton. I think they should run the ball more than they do, but it is solid when they do run the ball. Although I think the offense just gets too pass happy sometimes. Or ask Josh Allen to do too much with what he can do on the ground and with his arm. But it's now 9-7. Oh, wait, we got a flag on the extra point. So hold up. It is offsides on the Broncos. The Bills are going to choose to retry this from the 1-yard line and will instead go for 2. So it is 9-6 at the moment. They will go for 2. They are 2 for 2 on 2-point tries this season. This would make it a 1-point game. The ball is on the 1-yard line after the offsides penalty. Sorry, the Bills 2 for 3 on 2-point conversion attempts this season. And this would make it a 9-8 ball game after Broncos missed an extra point on their previous touchdown. So here on this 2-point conversion attempt from the 1, Allen in shotgun. Murray is the back line to his left. Gabe Davis in motion. Allen going to look to throw. Allen throws to the end zone. Caught. 2-point conversion is good. Gabe Davis in the back of the end zone. And it is now 9-8. And a great drive there for the Bills. Capped off the touchdown and 2-point conversion. And it is now 9-8 ball game. Oh boy, yeah. It's just one drive, but you do have to make sure this doesn't become a pattern for the Bills offensively. Because the Bills do have an insane offense. Making a statement. Yeah, talk about a statement drive right there. Josh Allen on the night, 9 of 14, 87 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. So 3:36 to go in the first half. The Bills can send this back to the Broncos, who are also coming off their best offensive drive of the day. The kick is away, and it is a touchback as the ball comes out at the 25-yard line. Denver should be up 14-8. I mean, yeah, they really should have. One made the extra point, too. They definitely needed a touchdown after that fumble instead of a field goal. At the very least, 10-8, but it probably should be 14. So the Broncos, they take over at their own 25 with 3:36 to go in the first half. Broncos with 2 timeouts remaining, Bills with 3. So 1st and 10 at the 25. Wilson in shotgun. With the back on to his left, Wilson looks to throw. Bills bring a blitz. It's picked up. Wilson pump fakes. Now he throws downfield. That is caught by Courtland Sutton. Sutton on the run. He's going to get inside Bills territory, out of bounds at the 45. And a nice play for the Broncos to open up this drive. One play inside Bills territory. And both offenses playing well at the moment. Broncos offensive line did a really nice job giving Wilson a clean pocket to throw in and picking up the blitz. 3 minutes to go in the first half. 1st and 10 for the Bills at the... 1st and 10 for the Broncos at the Bills 45. Wilson going to hand off to Javonte Williams, who's going to run somebody over and gain 4. And now the Broncos moving quickly here. They get to the line. And now under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Ball on the Bill 41. Wilson changes to play at the line. And again, they will hand off to Javonte Williams, who's almost going to break free of Von Miller's tackle, but he's taken down just short of the line to gain. And it'll work up a 3rd and 1 as we head to the 2-minute warning. So the 2-minute warning, offense is playing better, and the Broncos moving the football here, leading 9-8 with 2 minutes to go in the first half. Russell Wilson just 2 incompletions on the day. He's 9 of 11 for 105 yards and a touchdown. But this is currently a 3-play, a 39-yard drive for the Broncos. Their previous drive was 52 yards, and the Bills' previous drive was 81 yards. Both offenses putting together their best drives of the game so far. Hold on 1 second. Alright, waiting for them to come back from commercial break here at the 2-minute warning. But waiting for them to come back from commercial break here at the 2-minute warning. So far, results in the poll: 54% of you guys said the Bills will win, 46% have said the Broncos. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. Alright, they're back from commercial break here. The Broncos with the football. And have a 3rd and 1. A very tight formation. Wilson under center on 3rd and short. Wilson goes quarterback sneak, and he picks up the first down. Broncos offensive line and helmet just went rolling 5 yards down the field. And we have 2 injured players limping their way to the locker room. That is number 6 for the Broncos and number 16 for the Bills. 16 for the Bills is Trent Sherfield, wide receiver. And 6 for the Broncos is PJ Walk, a safety. So 1st and 10 at their own, at the Bills at 35. Wilson hands off up the middle and no gain. Stuffed right there at the line of scrimmage. As McLaughlin got the carry. And after that play, we got a timeout called by the Bills, looking to potentially put a drive together. If their defense can get a stop. Calling timeouts before the 2-minute warning is hard from a defensive perspective, because if you call it too early, you could just be giving the offense more time to score a touchdown and calling a timeout for them. But then if you get the ball back, it could work out. So it's kind of a weird spot the Bills are in right now. But that was their first timeout, stopping the clock with 1:15 to go. Each team now with 2 timeouts remaining. Here is a 2nd and 10 for the Bills. Teams with almost the exact same total yards. Broncos with 162, Bills with 164. 2nd and 10, Wilson looks to throw. Wilson steps up in the pocket. Wilson going to take off and run. Wilson is taken down after a gain of 8. Nice scramble there for Russell Wilson, but there was a flag down on the play. It is holding on the offense. That is going to be a 10-yard penalty and back him up 10, wiping off the 8-yard scramble. Wilson had to open receiver down the sideline. Apparently just didn't see him. So here is a 2nd and 20 for the Broncos following the penalty. Wilson under center for the 2nd down play with 1:07 to go in the first half. Ball on the Bills 44. So 2nd and 20, Wilson going to hand off to Javonte Williams. And Williams up the middle gets it to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 5. And with 59 seconds to go, and a 3rd and long upcoming, I believe we've got a timeout called by the Bills. Yeah, their 2nd timeout, leaving them with 1 remaining. 59 seconds to go in the first half. Broncos still with 2 timeouts remaining. So here is a 3rd and 16. I mean, the timeouts spent earlier for the Bills ends up looking good right now as long as the Broncos don't convert this 3rd and very long. If you're the Broncos, what you at least want to do right now is get enough to get back into field goal range. This is a 3rd and 16 from just inside the 40. So I mean, technically this is field goal range, but that would be a really long field goal. And then if you miss it, you run the risk of giving the Bills a really short field, as they potentially could go score another touchdown before halftime. Here's a 3rd and 6. They put 2 seconds back on the clock. 1:01 to go in the opening half. Ball on the 40. So that would be in field goal range, but a very long field goal. Wilson looks to throw. He's got time. Wilson going to roll out to his right. Wilson on the run is going to tuck it and run now. And Wilson's still on his feet. Russell Wilson is then taken down to the 31. And after that play, the third and final timeout is called by the Bills, leaving them with none. 49 seconds to go in the first half. And a nice scramble there from Russell Wilson. Gets the ball more comfortably inside field goal range for Will Lutz, who does have a missed extra point on the day. But he is 1 for 1 on field goals. So here is a 4th and 6, a 49-yard field goal attempt from Will Lutz on the right hash. Will Lutz, in his career on 40 to 49-yard field goals, he's an 83% kicker. This one is just going to sneak inside the right upright. And the kick from Will Lutz is good. And it is a 4-point game, 12-8, as the Broncos extend their lead after the Will Lutz field goal. But the Bills do have some time to put a drive together before halftime, despite having no timeouts. He just snuck that one in the right upright. So the Bills will have 45 seconds to go in the half, and you would imagine because of the timeouts they spent before, they are going to try to put a drive together. Russell Wilson has had a very good day so far. 9 completions and 11 attempts for 105 yards and a touchdown. Also added 22 rushing yards. So the kick here from Will Lutz is away. And it is a touchback. And the Broncos take over at their own 25, 45 seconds to work with. So here's a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Empty backfield for Josh Allen. Allen looks to throw. He's got time. Throws down the sideline. That is picked off! And there's the risky run of trying to put a drive together on the first play, throwing it downfield. The second pick of the day for Josh Allen. And now the Broncos can potentially get some more points here before halftime. The third Bills turnover of the day. That is the first turnover that's really on Josh Allen. His second pick, but the first one was off the hands of Gabe Davis. That's 3 turnovers and 6 possessions for the Bills. Fabian Moreau with the interception. And the Broncos set up with good starting field position with 2 timeouts as well, 37 seconds to go in the half. That is the 6th straight game with an interception for Josh Allen. The Broncos have 8 takeaways in their last 2 games. They had 7 takeaways in their first 7 games. This defense has really been a lot better as of late for the Broncos. Here's a 1st and 10, ball on the 31. Wilson and the offense back on the field. Wilson looks to throw. He's going to dump this off to McLaughlin out of the backfield. And on the run, not much after the catch. There's a timeout called by the Broncos with 30 seconds to go in the half. Two turnovers can win the game for Denver. They really can. It's actually 3 turnovers. The fumble and then 2 Josh Allen picks. So here is a 2nd and 7. Josh Allen has the most turnovers in the NFL since 2018 with 93. While he is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, he can be a bit turnover prone at times. And leads the league in turnovers since 2018, or since he's come into the league. Was he drafted 2017? I don't remember. No, he was drafted 2018. But here is a 2nd and 7. Ball on the 28-yard line. Wilson in shotgun. With 30 seconds to go in the half. Bills rush 4. Here's another swing pass out to McLaughlin. And he's going to go right back to the line of scrimmage and take him down right there. Two interesting play calls right there for the Broncos. Just little dump offs. The first one wasn't necessarily a design play like that. This one, I think Wilson just tries to dump it off because he sees the pressure coming. But now, back-to-back plays where you use back-to-back your 2 final timeouts. And then, that's now 20 seconds to go. So here's a 3rd and 5. Coach is probably telling Wilson, don't take a sack. Yeah, that you cannot take a sack in this situation. 3rd and 6. 20 seconds to go. Ball on the 27-yard line. Wilson in shotgun. Looks to throw. Quick throw over the middle. That is inbounds. A completion. And now this is interesting. The Broncos going to send the field goal unit on there, but the clock is running. They've got no timeouts. They can't spike it. Will Lutz lines up with the field goal. They get the snap off, and Will Lutz nails it. A 40-yarder. His second made 40-yard field goal of the day. And it is good. So 15-8, the Broncos take the lead heading into halftime. Some interesting clock management. Oh, I just realized I never changed the ball marker. But some interesting clock management for the Broncos at the end of the half. But it does result in points. But we reach halftime. The Broncos and Bills. Yeah, 7-point lead isn't bad, especially against the Bills, who are. I mean, they haven't really been as good as they should be this year, but they're still a very good team in the NFL. But a 7-point lead. Interesting clock management for the Broncos, but they lead this one 15-8 at halftime. And the Broncos also received the second half kickoff. But I will be back in a couple minutes. I'm going to go take a quick break as I do at halftime of every game I stream. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. Thank you guys for staying with me. Let's take a quick break. But the Broncos lead the Bills 15-8 at halftime. The Bills have turned the ball over a lot offensively so far. And that has really impacted them to only having 8 points. Hold on. My computer froze. Hold on. Oh, here we go. But, only an 8-point first half for the Broncos against a Broncos defense that has been playing a lot better as of late. But, originally I said the Bills would win by a score of 33-18, I believe I said. Let me check to make sure that is accurate. Yeah, originally I said 33-18. I'm gonna. Wow, this is tough. I think I'm gonna stick with the Bills with the win because I think they could definitely turn it around. But it could definitely still go either way. Rising Rhino raid. Oh, it's good. Not much. How about you? Rising Rhino raid. Thank you guys for the raid. Number 14 on likes. Thank you. Thank you guys very much. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you guys for the raid. Thank you guys for the support. Greatly appreciate that. Guess that 1K on subs. Yeah, hopefully that's my next big goal. I'm hoping to get there by the end of the year. Keep on going. I definitely will. Thank you guys for the raid. Greatly appreciate it. And good luck with the rest of your stream. Yeah, almost there. Hopefully we can get there soon. Thank you for the raid. Like number 18, thanks for that. Greatly appreciate all the support. Alright, but at halftime, the Broncos lead the Bills by a score of 15-8. And my updated score prediction, as far as that goes, I still think it could definitely go either way. But, originally I said the the Bills would win. You subbed and like, thank you, very much appreciated. Thank you very much. But originally I said the Bills by a score of 33-18. So please support independent broadcasting or eat whatever. Hold on, I can't see the rest of that. Hold on 1 second. Please support independent broadcasting or eat whatever fills the network feeds you. Thanks for the tip. But thank you guys for all the support. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the raid. Thank you guys very much. But Broncos with the Bills 15-8 at halftime. Originally, I said the Bills 33-18. I think I'm going to stick with the Bills. I think they'll make a comeback, but I think the Broncos may get the win here. I think it'll be a very close game as we head into the stretch. Broncos have definitely been the better team so far. But I think I'm going to stick with my prediction to the Bills. Alright, you're back. Welcome back to stream. But this could definitely go either way. The Broncos definitely look like the better team so far. I'm going to go with the Bills making comeback. Actually, you know what? It's hard because I think the Broncos... I'm going to switch. Let's go with the Broncos getting the win here as an updated prediction at halftime. They've looked like the better team so far. Their defense is playing well. Their offense is playing well. And I'm going to go switch to the Broncos getting the win. Let's go Broncos by a score of... I'll get the comments in 1 second. But let's go Broncos by a score of... Hold on, let me think for a second. So it's 15-8 right now. So let's go Broncos 20... let's go Broncos by a score of 24... Let's go Broncos 25-18. So Broncos 25-18 is my score prediction. All these people in chat, yeah, I got raided by Rising Rhino. Shout out to him for the raid. And support. But I gotta get to 1,000, yeah, hopefully soon. We're up to 909. What's not nice? But we head to the second half. They're set to... Okay, it's... I don't give shoutouts to just anybody. Like, he showed support to my channel, so I'm going to give him a shout out and show support back to his channel. That's just kind of how I do things, but like, he rated my channel and showed support. I'm not saying you're not showing support, but I don't know how to describe it. Hopefully that makes sense. But the Broncos with football here at their own 25-yard line. They've been the better team so far. Let's see if that trend continues here in the second half. I still take Denver right before the game, Denver too, okay? What I do is I always have, obviously, pregame predictions that I do when I make my weekly predictions, but then at halftime of every game I stream, I go through and modify my score prediction if I'm changing my prediction, anything like that. So that's why I switched. Here is the gift to Javonte Williams, who stuffed the line of scrimmage for no gain. So if you spam the comments saying subscribe and get 1,000 subs, you get a shout out. Okay, I'll gather. Not spam the chat like that, but just like a raid is a form of showing support. So not like spamming the chat like that, but just he shows. It's like a mutual thing. He showed support to my channel, so I'm gonna show support back to his channel. And again, I'm not saying you're not showing support. You are, but I greatly appreciate you being on the stream, being a viewer and stuff like that. Here's a 2nd and 10 at Wilson. Gonna roll out right, escaping the rush. Flag comes in. Looks like maybe holding, and Wilson slides after a gain of 2. This is going to be a holding on the offense. That's on number 33. That's Javonte Williams, Broncos running back. That's going to back him up. 10. Yeah, I would say this hold. I mean, kind of pulled him down to the ground. Stepping up in pass protection against the blitz. So here's a 2nd and 20 after the holding penalties. That is the 6th Bronco penalty. They've got 36 penalty yards. Bills have 3 penalties for 30 yards. So for a 2nd and 20 from the 15. Your updated score prediction, Denver 28, Bills 21. Okay, I could definitely see that. Here's the gift to Javonte Williams. He cuts back up the middle and gets a lot of those penalty yards back, gaining 8 on the 2nd down run. That's going to work by 3rd and 12. For me, it's hard at the score prediction because it's 15-8. It's an unusual score, so it's hard to think of a score that's realistic. But it's not going to sound like a traditional football score, but I could definitely see 28-21. Definitely could see that. Broncos tonight, 3 of 9 on 3rd downs, averaging about 9 yards to go. Here's a 3rd and 12. Nope. It's going to be a 3rd and 17. We've got pre-snap movement. So that makes this a much more difficult a 3rd down. NFL fun fact. Wow, this is interesting. 2nd game in NFL history of the halftime score of 15-8. The only other time was in 1961, also between the Broncos and Bills, where the Broncos defeated the Bills by a score of 22-10. Wow, that's really fascinating. Here is a 3rd and 17 following the penalty. Really, 2 penalties. Wilson to throw on 3rd and long. Wilson steps up in the pocket, and Wilson going to take off and run. He's going to slide after a gain of about 5 or 6. And the Bills' defense going to force a punt. Yeah, that is weird. I mean, that's insane. That's between the two teams. And if the Broncos win, then I mean, maybe they should just have it be 15-8 every time they play the Bills. Yeah, that is really weird. So 4th and 12. Here is the return for Deontay Hardy. On the return, a flag comes in. Hardy up to the 30-yard line. 15-yard return. Very nice return there for Hardy. Sets the Bills up. Good starting field position. But there is a flag, so this is probably going to be backed up. No, it's kicking team with the hold. 10-yard penalty. And that is going to bring the Bills up to the 40-yard line. So nice. A penalty there for the Broncos. Sets the Bills up good starting field position to begin their drive here in their first drive in the 3rd quarter. It was a penalty still against the rush on the punt, where he got taken down. I got something sticky on my hand. I'm going to go see if I can wipe that off. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Alright, so the Bills with the football here, it's going to be at their own 40, I believe. Let me check to make sure that is accurate. But their defense forced a 3 now, ends up being a 3-play, minus 2-yard drive for the Broncos. They will be beginning at their own 40-yard line. So great starting field position here for the Bills. All right. Waiting for them to come back from commercial break here for the Bills' first drive here in the second half. So far, results from the poll: 57% of guys said the Bills will win. 43% have said the Broncos. Make sure to vote if you guys have not already done so. Alright, so first and 10 here for the Bills. They're on 39. Allen, quick throw, deflected at the line, incomplete. Trying to hit Gabe Davis on a slant. But Allen knocks it down at the line of scrimmage. So here is a second and 10 from their own 39. Allen looks to throw. Pump fakes, now throws that is dropped and incomplete by Stephon Diggs. And that has been a common theme. Josh Allen's made some catchable passes. The receivers just have not really helped him out by catching the ball. So here is a third and 10 at the 39. Allen throws over the middle underneath, caught by Dalton Kincaid, and Kincaid is just short of the first down marker. That is going to be a 4th and 2. I hope you had some chow on the halftime break. I think you mean something to eat. But I ate dinner already. I'm on the East Coast, so it's 10:12. So I ate before I came on. Bill's going to line up to go for it here. The ESPN analytics say go for it on 4th or 5 or less. Allen looks to throw, steps up in the pocket, rolls out to his right. Allen still looking downfield, now throwing downfield too high and incomplete. Looking for Khalil Shakir. And the Bronco defense forces a turnover on downs, and the Broncos take over excellent field position already inside Bill's territory. Josh Allen really hasn't had a good game so far. 10 of 19. That one just wasn't really a good throw. But Allen also 2 turnovers. Yeah, incomplete there on 4th and 2. And the Broncos will take over at the Bills' 48-yard line after forcing what is essentially a 3 and out. Instead it goes 4 plays, they will go for it on 4th down. What did I eat for dinner? What did I eat for dinner? Alright, I'm really not interesting. Favorite food is pizza. A deep shot to Judy. Maybe. I mean, I can get behind that. First play coming off turnover on downs. Hold on 1 second. All right, but waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. After the turnover on downs. Stop the cap. What? My favorite food is pizza. Why? What's your favorite food? So 11:22 to go in the third quarter. Broncos lead the Bills by a score of 15-8. And Broncos with a great starting field position here at the Buffalo 48-yard line. Wilson under center. Going to toss this to Javonte Williams. No, sir, that's... Is that Javonte Williams? No, that is not. That's McLaughlin. Or I can't say that correctly. I don't know why. And he's going to gain 2 on the first down carry. So here's a 2nd and 8. Empty backfield for Russell Wilson. Wilson quick throw to Courtland Sutton, and Sutton is out of bounds after gaining only a yard. So here is a 3rd and 6. The Bills have blitzed just 1 time tonight. Let's see if they come after Russell Wilson here on 3rd and 6. Now we got a timeout called offensively for the Broncos. Looks like they had some difficulty getting the play in correctly as they were still in the huddle with 9 seconds left of the play clock. 3rd and 6 here. For the Broncos with 10:03 to go in the third quarter. Broncos stars so far tonight: Russell Wilson 13 of 15, 116 yards and a touchdown. Javonte Williams 14 carries for 51 yards, and Courtland Sutton 5 catches for 59 yards, and 5 catches for 49 yards and a touchdown. So here is a 3rd and 6. Wilson throws to the outside. That is caught by Courtland Sutton. He gets back up to his feet, loses the football, and it is going to stay in bounds. I think the Bills got it, but did he go out of bounds? No, Bills football. Let's see. He's definitely not down, but did it stay in bounds is the question. Alright, thank you for the support, bro. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see. Who recovered this and were they in bounds? This is going to be a big question. But first, turnover of the day for the Broncos. The Bills have turned the ball over 3 times, but was he in bounds? We've got to get a good look at that, and I have a feeling they'll take a long review at it. But I mean, that is going to be really tough to see. It's going to be really tough to see if he's inbounds there. This play is under review. Helps with the replay. I would, but they're not showing a replay. They're at commercial. It really annoys me when they go to review and then go to commercial. I mean, if you're reviewing a... It's really annoying. I mean, now they're just showing the ref staring at the replay monitor. I mean, that's really going to tell us what the call is from that. It was ruled a fumble recovered by the Bills on the field. Here's another look at it. Let's see. The ball stays in bounds, but it has to be recovered by a Bill player who is inbounds and never steps out. Can't tell from that angle. I do have A's in school, or all A's in school. Not all A's, but I do get good grades. Oh, here's a good look at it. Rasul Douglas, he is out of bounds right there. But I don't know. Does he recover it or does somebody else recover it? I don't think Rasul Douglas is the guy to recover it. I mean, maybe they're saying Douglas reestablished himself back in bounds after stepping out. I really don't know. I just don't really know. That's just chaos over there. I don't really know if you can tell who went out of bounds, who's in bounds. Here they hand off to James Cook up the middle. Cook still on his feet, gains 11 there. And a good run there for the Bills on first down. James Cook tonight, 2 catches for 11 yards and 4 rushes for 32 yards. Here they go back to the ground with James Cook. He dances around behind the line of scrimmage and then powers his way ahead for 3. And here we go. I mean, you never know. The defense has been playing well. Maybe they force a punt or get another turnover. Something like force a missed field goal or just holding to a long field goal. I mean, you never really know with how the defense has been playing so far for the Broncos. Allen looks to throw. Allen pump fakes. Now takes a shot down the sideline. That is wide open for Shakir. And inside the 20-yard line. Typical Denver. But here's a 1st and 10 for the Bills. 24-yard pickup there from Josh Allen to Khalil Shakir. Down the sideline was wide open. And Shakir to the 16-yard line before he's out of bounds. Allen with that completion across the 100-yard mark of the day with 119. Here he hands off to James Cook up the middle. And Cook really doesn't have much space to go. He's going to get 2, maybe 3 yards. The Bills, the 3rd best red zone touchdown percentage in the NFL at 69% of drives in the red zone they score a touchdown on. Bills driving at the 14. 2nd and 8, Allen on the design quarterback run. Allen is going to get taken down after a gain of 6 and will bring up a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. Allen under center here. Allen going to hand off to Latavius Murray. Murray makes the cut, and he's taken down inside the 5 at the 2. First down for the Bills, and a 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. At least looking at it this way for the Broncos is a touchdown's only going to tie it. It's not like they're going to completely give up the lead. And plus, we're still in the 3rd quarter. Here's Latavius Murray, who's into the end zone for a Bills touchdown, and they capitalize off the turnover. A 3-yard touchdown run from Latavius Murray. Seven plays, 54 yards, a little over 3 minutes off the clock. And it is 15-14. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying it up. $15 up. Yes, sir. Tied at 15. I'll get to the comments in a second, but the Bills with a score off the fumble, good field position, and a nice touchdown drive there for the Bills. Tying the game up at 15. What grade do I think you're in? Let's think. I'm gonna go. I have no idea. I'm just gonna take a wild guess. Let's say 6th grade. Am I close? I think you're young because I spam and ask weird stuff. Not necessarily. I don't know. I just taking a guess. What grade are you in? See, Denver had the ball, good field position, and we turned it over. Let's go, Wilson. Yeah, maybe they can drive together. I mean, they've been pretty good. 9th grade. Okay. But that's true because, let's see, what does this say? Because you even laughed. Okay, yeah, that was true. You're right. Oh, you call a good game, young man. Thank you. I appreciate that. Not so nice. Might have to report. Really? Glad you guys think I'm doing a great job. I really appreciate that. Here is the return on the kickoff by Marvin Mims. He makes a cut inside. Mims still on his feet. Breaking tackles. Marvin Mims into the open field. Mims reversing the field across the 35-yard line. Stiff arms a guy, and he's out of bounds at the 40. Ruinous return there for the Broncos. That's them up in excellent field position. It was a short kick from Tyro Bass, fielded at about the 7 or 8 yard line anyway. And then a really nice return from Marvin Mims, breaking multiple tackles. Mims is dangerous. Yeah, he really was dangerous on that return. I mean, he returned to kickoff for a touchdown back in week 3. First and 10 here at the 39 is where he's marked out of bounds. Wilson under center. Off play action. Wilson pressured. Steps up in the pocket. Wilson going to dump this off to Javonte Williams out of the backfield. And Williams will pick up 6 on the first down completion. You're going to unsubscribe on your 4 different accounts. Yeah, your sub count's going down. Please don't do that. So here is a 2nd and 3 for the Broncos. Here's the handoff to Javonte Williams. Patient for a lane to open up and does not find one. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and about 3. Alright, we'll not unsubscribe to give you a good explanation of why I lied. Okay. I didn't want to offend you. That's why. Well, here is a 3rd and 2. It really looks more like a 3rd and 3 to me. But the Broncos, 9 of 11 on 3rd down. 3 of 11 on 3rd down so far, averaging 9.4 yards to go. This one a lot shorter than that. Wilson, going to hand off. No, he's going to keep this on the option. He's got a blocker out in front of him. Wilson picks up the first down, and he's out of bounds at the 38. Well, you did even more because you lied. Stuff kept going, what? But I just gave you an explanation. But here is a 1st and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Here they go back to the ground with Javonte Williams. Williams going to break a tackle and gain 4 on the play. I could have told the truth. You're right. Sorry I didn't. So here is a 2nd and 6. Wilson rolls out to his right. Wilson is now going to escape the rush once again, taken down back at the 49 by Greg Rousseau. Just looking for a way, escaping the rush initially, then couldn't escape Rousseau. And that backs him up to a that's going to back him up to a 3rd and long here. Greg Rousseau, 5 tackles, a sack, and 2 quarterback hits. Here's a 3rd and 12 from just in their own midfield. On their own side of midfield. And Wilson taken down again, this time by 57. I believe that is A.J. Espensa. That is who it is. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long here for the Broncos, and they'll be forced to punt it away. And they will waste a great starting field position given them by a great return from Marvin Mims. And they will be forced to punt on 4th and long. So the punt is away. Riley Dixon for his 3rd punt. And fair catch called, I believe it was at the 10-yard line. Let me make sure. 11-yard line. It's where it's called for a fair catch. I'm not liking these play calls. Well, I mean, the past 2 was just Wilson couldn't find a place to go with the ball. I won't unsubscribe because this is one of the only streams where you can chat and it actually gets read. Well, I'm glad I'm able to talk with you. Hold on 1 second. Alright, waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. Some simple screens and outside pass, call something Peyton. Yeah, they could push the ball downfield a little bit more. And that is also probably part of the reason why Russell Wilson's only got 2 incompletions on the day. Alright, I'll tell you what happened. What happened was he asked me what grade, Orange Year 23, said what grade I think he was in. I said 6th grade, and he says, did I say young because he asked, when we find the exact wording. He says, you think I'm young because I spam and ask weird stuff, right? And I said, I lied and said no because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. That's why. But I didn't mean to. I don't know how to describe it, but hopefully that makes sense. Second and 6, Allen looks to throw, is going to roll out to the left. Allen throws downfield. That is complete to Gabe Davis. Davis gets up, and he is taken down at the 49 of the Broncos. And nice play there for the Bills, and they're inside Bronco territory after just 2 plays. No need to apologize or explain yourself. We know you. Well, thank you for that. Glad you know the type of person I am. Gabe Davis, 2 catches for 55 yards. Here they lose the football. The ball is on the ground once again, and I think the Broncos have it. It is Broncos football, the 4th turnover of the day. The 4th turnover of the day. Josh Allen drops the football before he can hand it to James Cook. And it is then recovered by the Broncos. That place is probably shaking right now. Denver wrote him right back in. They did, but then they fumbled the ball away. So it probably was, but not anymore. That is the 4th takeaway for this Bronco defense. This one is not on James Cook. Allen lets go with the ball way too early. Or he like double clutches it but loses it. Yeah, 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 2 picks. So here's a 1st and 10. The Broncos start inside Bills territory at the 48. Denver does need points. They have just 6 points off 4 turnovers, or really off 3 coming into this drive. Here is the run with Javonte Williams, going to gain only 2 yards. I don't know who that fumble is going to go against. It should be Josh Allen, because that's not... It's not James Cook's fault that Josh Allen dropped the ball. That should be a Josh Allen fumble. We'll have to see how it's ruled. But here's a 2nd and 8. Wilson rolls out to his right. Wilson on the run. Throws that is incomplete off the hands of Courtland Sutton. That's one he's got to come away with. I suggested the Bills go for 2 to be up a point, and everyone ignored me, including the Bills. So now, you mean after their touchdown here in in this half. I think I would have just kicked the extra point. I can understand going for 2 if it's late in the game, but there's still so much time left when they score that touchdown. 1 point now may not necessarily make a difference later. I mean, 1 point matters, but I think I would wait to just know it's a tie game rather than go for 2 this early. Still in the third quarter. Wilson, with plenty of time, is just going to dump this off to Sutton underneath, and Sutton is going to get 2 after the catch. Taron Johnson with a nice tackle, forcing him out of bounds, and that's going to bring up a 4th down here for the Broncos. So 4th and 6, the Broncos don't do anything off the turnover, and they're going to punt it away as we head to the 4th quarter. So we head to quarter number 4, game tied at 15. And the Bills defense forces a 3-and-out following the fumble. But going back to going for 2, I mean, I understand going for 2 to go up by a point, but I think it's just too early to do so. Like, I would only understand that like late in the game. Because the Broncos, the Bills scored the touchdown just 3 minutes and 9 seconds into this. Oh, here we go. That's the time of the drive. Never mind. They scored with 6:42 left to go in the third quarter. I think that's just too early to go for 2 to go up by a point. Like, if they jumped off sides like they did on the first extra point, then I could definitely understand it. But I think it's just a little bit too early still in the third quarter to go for 2 off a touchdown like that. Yeah, it is getting really frustrating as a Bronco fan. Four turnovers, like no points, sloppy football, no killing clock, run the ball. Run the ball, but also you need to move the football. Like, they haven't ran the ball overly effectively. Like 3.5 yards a carry. They've thrown the ball very well. I mean, a lot of conservative plays for the Broncos. They're averaging 4.2 yards a play. I mean, really not pushing the ball downfield that much. Their longest play is a 30-yard play, which I mean is good, but it's really not a ton. In my opinion, the NFL has been keeping itself down by firing coaches that don't win too fast. Any job takes time and master. Any job takes time to master, and fire them far too fast for them to become effective coaches, in your honest opinion. I'll get back to that in a second after the punt, which is away here from Riley Dixon. This is a fair catch called for at the 11, and that is where the Bills will take over 1st and 10. The Bills with the 3rd hardest schedule remaining. According to ESPN Analytics. That's what you're saying. No play calling. Go deep. We have Sutton and Mims. Yeah, they could definitely push the ball downfield a little bit more. I'm not saying you got to throw the ball 30 yards down the field, but you can throw the ball more than 5 to 10 yards. Back from your break. Am I going to keep lying to you? No, and I told you before. I didn't mean to lie to you. Here is Dalton Kincaid on completion for a gain of 7. But going back to what you were saying about firing coaches, I can understand that, expecting them to win a little too soon. But there's other coaches, like take Josh McDaniels for the Raiders or Nathaniel Hackett for the Broncos last year, where it was clearly just not going to work out, and they needed to get him out. But here's a 2nd and 3. Handoff up the middle for a gain of about 5 to Latavius Murray, and a first down for the Bills. This is the Bills' 5th home game with 4+ turnovers since 2018. They've lost all 4 of those games. And we'll have to see how this 5th game turns out. Quick throw caught by Stephon Diggs for a gain of 11 and another Bill first down. But I feel like it really depends on the team and also the situation with firing coaches. Like Robert Saleh has been in New York for the Jets for, I think this is 3rd or 4th year now. I mean, he hasn't been amazing, but he's done a solid job. So I mean, that the Jets haven't been amazing. So it definitely seems like I agree with keeping him there. So it really depends on how the team is doing, and it's all situational right there. Here's a dump off to Latavius Murray underneath. And he's only going to gain 2. That's his 3rd year. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4. I'm going to go to tissue real quick. I'll be back in a second. Second and 8 here for the Bills at their own 37. Allen going to roll out to his right. Allen now looks downfield. Allen pressured and is just going to throw this one away. So here is a 3rd and 8. Josh Allen tonight, 15 of 25 for 176 yards, a touchdown, and 2 picks. Third and 8, Allen. Pressured, Allen throws to the outside and deflected, incomplete. Off the hands of the defensive back and Gabe Davis at the same time. Fabian Moreau, the guy in coverage there, he had a pick earlier, and that brings up a 4th and 8, and the Bills can be forced punted away. But winning 2 to 4 games isn't going to cut it. Any coach deserves to be canned after only 3 or 4 wins. This is the NFL. Again, it's situational. But I would agree you would need to win probably more than 3 or 4 games. But if it's your first year and your team is awful and you're not really expected to win, like take Jonathan Gannon in Arizona, for example. The Cardinals are bad. They're probably not going to win many games this year. I mean, now that Kyler's back, they might win. But he shouldn't be gone after his first year unless he's just terrible. Here's Marvin Mims and another good return up to the 47-yard line. And now we got some pushing and shoving going on after the play. But a big return there from Marvin Mims gets him up to the 47-yard line. But as far as firing coaches go, as far as firing coaches go, there's certain coaches, like look at this year for example. Like there's some coaches this year where take Shane Steichen in Indianapolis. Now he's done a great job and the Colts are pretty good. Or take Jonathan Gannon in Arizona. I'm trying to think. Or take the Texans and D'Amico Ryan. So those are all first-year head coaches who probably weren't going to get fired after year 1 because their team wasn't expected to be that good. I think the bottom line is that situations happen. You stink for years. Okay. Go check the back of the wild core. Coaches can stink for many reasons. I agree. More research is needed. Yeah, it's definitely situational. But like the Lions and Jets have done a good job, I feel, of sticking with their coach. I mean, look where Dan Campbell's gotten the Lions. They were terrible in his first couple years, but the team wasn't expected to win there. They knew they knew Dan Campbell was their guy, and now look where they are now. Uh, remember when I put your account on timeout because your friend was saying weird stuff? I do remember that. All right, so waiting for them to come back from commercial break here. The Broncos with the football at their own 47-yard line following a great return from Marvin Mims. And I just remembered your comment about Marvin Mims. Mims is dead. We get him involved. Pass to him. I mean, yeah, they really should get him more involved in the offense. I mean, with what he can do with the ball in his hands on kickoff and punt returns, we've seen 2 really good returns from him. They find ways to get him the football, whether that's on an end around, a jet sweep. They're kind of the same thing. Throw it to him downfield. I mean, he's got potential. He could be a really good receiver for this offense. Also, maybe they should also try throwing the ball more than 5 yards down the field. Just a thought. That was a 27-yard return from Marvin Mims. And a punt for the Bills. That's just 17 yards of field position. The Broncos' average start for their own drive is their own 42. Here they start at their own 46. Here they hand off for a gain of 5, and that will bring up a 2nd and 5. For every hater that tells you so, please believe 2 people that love you and are silent. You really believe that. Thank you for that. That's really something good to think about. Because, I mean, I know I have a lot of people who watch and just don't comment a lot, and I really appreciate them all. But that's a really good thing to keep in mind. Thank you very much for that. Here's a 2nd and 6 from midfield. A flag is going to come in and blow the play bit. It's going to be a false start before the snap. So Vance Joseph needs to go. He was the head coach, had a losing season. His D isn't all that impressive. Joseph is one of the coaches who needs to go. Yeah, I would agree. Vance Joseph has not done a very good job with the Broncos defense. But now they have turned it around so far. Like, their defense has been playing well over the past couple games. So, I mean, maybe not entirely, but I mean, after the start Vance Joseph got off to, it's definitely it's understandable to fire him. But here's a 2nd and 11. Wilson's sidearms went to Marvin Mims, and that one is that incomplete or a fumble? I think that's incomplete. Yeah, it is ruled incomplete. That one was off the hands of Marvin Mims and incomplete, trying to set up a screen. Leonard Floyd was also in the face of Russell Wilson as he let that one go. And he may have deflected it, I'm not really sure. I think that actually may have been a backwards pass. I'll get to the comments in a minute. Here's a 3rd and 11. It is ruled incomplete. Wilson zips one downfield. There's a first down. And a nice completion downfield for Russell Wilson to Jerry Jeudy. Gain of about 20 yards, roughly. And there's a first down. Who would have thought when you throw the ball downfield, you can actually pick up good chunks of yards? Who would have thought that? Royal Blue, Red, and White championships. White, the Bills have not won a Super Bowl. They achieved significant success in the early 1990s, appearing in 4 consecutive Super Bowls from 1990 to 1993. Yeah, it's insane that the Bills lost all 4 of those Super Bowls. 4 in a row, and you can't win one. That's insane. 70 points by the Dolphins. Killed the Broncos. Unheard of. VJ needs to go. Yeah, definitely. It's insane to give up 70 points. Here they hand off to Javonte Williams. And he's going to pick up 3. That's for saying go deep, we have weapons. Yeah, I mean, the receivers could be good. They just need to be put in the right situations. Like we see, Jerry Jeudy's got the potential. I mean, he's been in the league for quite some time now. But you're still kind of waiting for that breakout year with him. And, But yeah, after giving up 70 against the Dolphins, firing Vance Joseph was understandable. But now, if I still agree he should probably be out of there. But he's really turned the defense around. They're doing a pretty good job as of the last couple games. Here they hand off to Javonte Williams, just going nowhere. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. So here is a 3rd and 7 for the Broncos. What's the clock? 9:37 in the 4th quarter. Get to the rest of the comments in a minute. 3rd and 7. Wilson pressured, steps up in the pocket, shovel passes it forward, and that is a 1st down. Wow, what a play by Russell Wilson to step up in the pocket, shovel pass it forward to Samaje Perine as Wilson's getting taken to the ground, and a 1st down for the Broncos. Stay focused on your goals and let determination be your driving force. You are capable of achieving greatness. Keep pushing forward, and success will be the result of your efforts and resilience. Thank you. Greatly appreciate the encouragement, and thank you for that. So 1st and 10 here for the Broncos at the Bills 24. Wilson under center. He's going to hand off to Javonte Williams running right, and Williams is going to make a cut, and he's out of bounds after a gain of 4. The Broncos have really dominated time possession because they got the time possession up on the clock right now. 31:56 for the Broncos, and I believe it's just about 19 for the Bills. We got a running clock, 8:10 to go in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 7. Nice kill the clock, run the ball. Yeah, I mean, they could with how the defense is playing right now. Just continue to keep the ball on the ground. Here's a swing pass to Javonte Williams. He's out of bounds after a gain of 3, and that will bring up a 3rd and 4. So 3rd and 4, current drive for the Broncos. 8 plays, 37 yards. That is taking 4:51 off the clock. And they're inside the red zone here, but have a 3rd and 4. Ball on the 17-yard line. Play clock winding down. They got the snap off with 1 second. Wilson throws to the outside, quickly caught. Oh no, the ball is out, but if that is complete, he was down first. I think that's a catch, and he's down. He's definitely down before the ball comes out. And I believe that's a catch. So 1st and 10 here. Flag comes in. Broncos were trying to go fast. Yeah, 1st down, it's really questionable. Right now, Broncos are trying to go fast to keep the 1st down call. There's a lot of questions on that play regarding the spot, the spot, if it's a catch or not, a fumble, all that stuff. But they called it a 1st down. Now we've got a false start on the Broncos. Here is the play again from the 1st down marker. And it does look like he gets the 1st down. Review? No, not a review. But just a lot going on that play. Success in academics is earned 1 grade at a time. Every assignment, every exam, every effort you put into learning is a step towards a brighter future. Free motivation. You can call it Motivational Mickey. Okay there. Okay then. So here is a 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line. Wilson under center. Wilson hands off to Javonte Williams, and Williams with a great run there. He's going to gain 14, getting it to the 7-yard line. And a nice run behind the right side of the offensive line for Javonte Williams. Pickup of 11. Really nice blocking by the offensive line up front on the right side there. Javonte Williams, 20 carries, 75 yards. That's 3.8 yards a carry. Current drive for the Broncos, a long drive, 10 plays, 47 yards. That's taken over 6 minutes, nearly 6.5 minutes off the clock. Here they snap the ball at 1 on the play clock. They give it to Williams up the middle, and Williams with a first down at the 3. So a first down at the 3-yard line for Javonte Williams on his 21st carry of the day. The Broncos putting together a really nice drive. The Broncos, although don't have a very good red zone offense, 46% of goal to go touchdown percentage, that is just worst, or that is worse than the NFL. So first and goal, Wilson off play action, dumps it off to Williams in the flat, and he's going to walk in for a Bronco touchdown. The Broncos retake the lead. It is now 21-15. A 3-yard touchdown catch for Javonte Williams. A long drive for the Broncos to go just 54 yards. 12 plays, 54 yards. Takes over 7 minutes off the clock. And ends in a Bronco touchdown. That's a really good play to beat the blitz. It's man coverage. And they've run a bunch of mesh. They run a mesh concept underneath to just create some congestion over the middle, so the linebacker can't get out to cover Williams in the flat. It's a fake field goal. Oh, now he fumbles the ball. I don't know if that was a bad snap or he couldn't get the hold right or what happened there. But the try is no good. Second time the point after is failed. Not sure what happened there. Oh, Riley Dixon couldn't get the hold right. He just bobbled the hold. So then he tried to take it and run, and then he lost the football. And it is now 21-15. You wonder if that point right there could be costly. Because now it's only a 6-point game with about 5 minutes to go. 6 points they could still win. Yeah, I mean, this is still very much anyone's game. I mean, the Bills could still go score a touchdown, even if they made the extra point to make it a a 7-point game, but I mean, still, that could be costly. That's now 2 points. It should really be 23 instead of 21. In the face of challenges, uncertainty, and doubt, remember this. Every step forward is a huge triumph. Life may present obstacles, but your resilience is your greatest strength. That is true. Where do you get all these motivational sayings from? Where do you make them up? If you do that, that's really nice. Real good job. A mile-high swoop. But I mean, yeah, these are now 2 missed extra points for the Broncos. Be up by 1 because of that missed extra point. Be Denver. But, I mean, right now you've got... If you didn't miss those 2 extra points, actually 2, because you doinked one off the upright, and then that one with the bad hold. That's 2. It really should be 23-14 right now without the special teams miscues for the Broncos, because it would be 14 if the Bills didn't go for 2 because the Broncos jumped off sides. It should really be 23-14. That would be a 9-point game and a 2-score game. Because the Broncos have missed 2 extra points, and then obviously jumping off sides, as I just said. Unreal is right, yeah. I mean, it's hard to make that many mistakes on an extra point, or a series of extra points. Thanks for the compliment. You have a C minus in English. You're really trying to go at grammar and language. Well, keep up the good work, and hopefully you can bring that grade up. Who misses extra points? Apparently the Broncos. But, I mean, yeah, I know. Who really misses extra points? But the Bills get the football here. They get the ball at their own 25-yard line after the kickoff is a touchback. So here is a 1st and 10. Handoff to James Cook up the middle. And Cook going to gain 6 on the 1st down carry. What grade do I have in EOA? I really don't know at the moment. Allen going to hand off to James Cook up the middle. Cook is going to break free. James Cook loses the football. It bounces right back to him. Cook off to the races. He's taken down from behind at the 26. What a run there for James Cook. Losing the football and regaining the football in the process. And they've got it deep inside Bronco territory. Justin Simmons knocked it out, but James Cook broke the tackle, and then he had the ball bounce right back to him. What do I think? I don't know. I think like a B plus, but I'm not really sure. So 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line after the big run for James Cook. He's up to 89 rushing yards and just 9 carries. They go back to him here. Cook makes a cut and gains 6 down to the 20-yard line. He got lucky. We could have closed it out. Yeah, I mean, that was probably one of the luckiest bounces football has taken this season. Bouncing right back into the arms of James Cook, who was able to run for another 25 yards. I mean, that is an insanely lucky play. 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground. Cook, he bounces to the outside. Cook inside the 10. He's taken down at the 7. First and goal for the Bills. 3 minutes to go. 21-15 Broncos lead. James Cook, 11 carries, 108 yards. Allen hands off to Cook once again. He's going to try to bounce to the outside. He breaks the tackle. Cook's still on his feet. And he's taken down after only gaining 2. Not much space to run there. Something I have noticed about watching James Cook run, he's very quick to bounce something outside, which is sometimes a good thing, can lead to explosive plays, but isn't always a good thing. As you saw right there, almost taken down for a loss of a yard. Broncos lost after leading the 4th quarter. This season they've lost 2 games from leading the 4th quarter. Last season they lost 5, which was a franchise record. But we reached the 2-minute warning here. Broncos lead the Bills 21-15. The extra points missed may come back to really haunt the Broncos. But the Bills, looking at it from their perspective right now, they really need this win. They're 5-4. If the playoffs started today, they're out of the playoffs. And they've got a tough schedule left with the Jets, the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Chargers, the Patriots, and the Dolphins. Wow, that's a really tough schedule. The only guaranteed win, I would say, right there is the Patriots. You don't know, let them score so we have time or hold them. It's tough. I mean, you really have no idea right with that because you don't want to call the timeouts and you don't want to call the timeouts to give them more time, but you don't want to not call the timeouts to not save yourself time. It's really tough. The ball is it on the 2 or the 3? It's on the 6. So ball on the 6-yard line. Today's new opportunity, a fresh chance to chase your dreams. The road might seem long, but every step you take brings you closer to your goals. That's very true. Every day is a new opportunity. But now looking at the timeout situation here for the Broncos, they have they have 2. The Bills have 3. Yeah. With 2 minutes to go and the ball on the 6. I really have no idea what you want to do here if you're the Broncos defensively. This is where you're put in a really tough spot. Hold him to 3 and run out the clock. Well, they're not going to settle for a field goal. That's the thing in this situation. They're going to go for it to try to take the lead. You're not going to settle for a field goal to make it 21-18. I mean, I guess you could, but then you'd have to get a stop. I wouldn't. Allen rolls to his left. Allen going to take it and run. Allen's in for a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't have to worry about the timeout situation, and there's plenty of time for the Broncos. Game tied 21-21. Josh Allen, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. That was actually designed pass play. But Allen just sees nobody over there. And runs it in for a touchdown. 6 plays, 75 yards for the Bills right there, and a really nice touchdown drive. So here is a big extra point. And the extra point is good. So 22-21, the Bills lead the Broncos. Make a play D and runs it right in. Well, I mean, at least you guys have time to come back now. This is the 32nd game in the career of Josh Allen with a passing and rushing touchdown. That is the second most in NFL history. Only guy with more is Cam Newton. Imagine the excitement of reaching 1,000 subscribers. It's not just a number, it's a milestone, and it reflects your dedication, creativity, and the impact you're making. It really is true. I can't wait to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm hoping it's sooner rather than later. My goal is to try to get there by the end of the year, so like a month and a half. Oh, all you need is 3. Yeah, that is true. You only need a field goal. This is the Bills' first lead of the game. So, minute 55 left. The kick is a touchback as it goes sailing through the end zone. Marvin Mims not given a chance to return it. But we've got a minute 55 left. And Broncos with 2 timeouts, Bills with 3. So, really, Bills can get the ball back as well. Russell Wilson averaging just 3.4 yards per throw downfield. That is a career low. So, I mean, they really haven't thrown the ball downfield at all. You're going to say the kicker redeems himself after the 2 missed extra points and knocks a 50-plus in for the win. I mean, really could happen. Here's a shovel pass forward to Perine. He breaks the tackle. Perine still on his feet. Perine lowers the shoulder and goes up to the 42. Nice pickup there on first down. of 17 yards. And there is a fresh set of downs for the Broncos, and time is not a factor right now. You do want to make sure you don't score too quickly, but time is not a big issue. We have an injured player on the field for the Bills. I can't tell who that is, but whoever it is, hopefully he's okay. Now, speaking of time, the Bills are forced to use a timeout because of the injury inside 2 minutes. That stops the clock with 1:39 to go in the fourth quarter. Leaves each team with 2 timeouts remaining. No, the Broncos have 2 timeouts, each team with 2. Number 39, Cam Lewis, the injured Bill on the field. So hopefully he's okay. Looks like a right arm injury. So here is a 1st and 10 with 1:39 to go. Wilson, quick throw, caught by, no, incomplete. Looking for Courtland Sutton. That's broken up. 2nd and 10. Good coverage here from Rasul Douglas. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about the power of hydration. Water isn't just a drink. It's the elixir of life, the fuel of your body and mind. Think of it as your own personal performance enhancer. That really is true. I mean, you need water to live. Wilson steps up in the pocket. Wilson dives forward after a gain of 5. Here is a 3rd and 5. Wilson looks to throw. Gonna roll out to his right. Dump this off to Pirine out of the backfield. Pirine inside Bills territory, taken down at the 45. And with a minute to go in the game, the Broncos have gotten the football to the Bills' 45-yard line. Each team still with 2 timeouts to go. Wilson, quick throw to the outside. That is caught by the tight end Adam Troutman. Is taken down inbounds. And now here with 40 seconds to go, a timeout for the Broncos. Their 2nd of the half, leaving them with 1 remaining. Bills still with 2 timeouts remaining. Now, even if the Broncos don't end up winning this game, you have to like the direction they're headed. I mean, they've been better this year. The defense has been better. The offense has been okay. I mean, they've definitely shown improvement and could be a solid team. Not saying they're going to be a playoff team, but they're definitely heading in the right direction. A win is a must. I mean, you do want to win the game. But the Broncos are definitely looking in the right direction, headed towards playing better football, and are playing better football. Win or lose. Wilson, Bills bring up blitz. Wilson pressured, taken down for a sack back at the 46. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long. And now here with 35 seconds to go, we've got a timeout called Timeout called for the Broncos. Their third and final timeout. They brought a blitz. Wilson Lucky hang on that football. He never saw Spence, the guy who got the sack, coming around the edge, and he went for the ball. Wilson Lucky able to hang on. 3rd and 10. Ball on the Bills' 45-yard line. You obviously do have 2 plays to get this. Or, actually, you may not need a first down. If you can get the ball close enough, you can kick a field goal. What a joke. Yeah, that's the last thing you wanted right there is a sack. You cannot take a sack here on 3rd and 10. Absolutely not. Bills, with 8 guys along the line of scrimmage, they show blitz, and they come after him. Wilson launches downfield. Open receiver. Incomplete. Jerry Jeudy. Flag comes in. Multiple flags. That's going to put the ball on the 14-yard line. It's underthrown because Wilson just has to get rid of it. Taron Johnson doesn't let Jerry Jeudy come back for the football. It's their classic underthrown ball. The receiver trying to come back, and he's unable to because he just jumps into the defender. Yeah, he definitely arrives early. It's still catchable for Jerry Jeudy, but early contact. They sent 8 guys at Russell Wilson. He's just able to get that throw off. Kill the clock, kick the 3. That's probably the safest bet. But you don't have any timeouts, so maybe run the clock. Wilson's going to take a knee back at the 21, getting right to the middle. And now the Bills are going to call a timeout with 25 seconds to go. So that makes this interesting. You send on the field goal unit right now with 25 seconds, or do you run another play? Can you make them use their last timeout? Well, this is going to be 2nd down. They'll stop the clock with like 23, 22 seconds to go, which would make it 3rd down. And then if you do that again, you're going to have to do it with a running clock because you can't spike it because that would bring up 4th down. I don't love the idea of doing that. Will Lutz is 10 of 13 on game lead-changing field goals within the final 2 minutes of the 4th quarter or overtime. But 2nd and 12, the Broncos still have the offense on the field. This makes a really interesting situation of when do you kick the field goal. Wilson takes a knee. And the Bills call a timeout with 23 seconds to go. Do you take this final knee right here? But kick the ball with a running clock, which you did before halftime. Or do you just kick it right now? The Bills may have 20 seconds to do something. Yeah, maybe, depending on what they opt to do. What do you think the Broncos should do? Should they? This is a 3rd and 13 right here. Should they kick it now or take another knee and run the field goal unit on the field as fast as possible and then kick the field goal with a running clock? They don't have another timeout. That's the thing. Both teams out of timeouts. He kicks it. Yeah, I would say kick this right now. Because it's going to have to be like a miracle for them to go into field goal range. Not a miracle, because they only need field goal range. They have to get it to the right hash. Now the field goal unit going to come onto the field. 20 seconds to go. They have plenty of time. Will Lutz can take his time. 14 seconds, 13 seconds, 12. All right, down to 10 seconds. 41-yard field goal. The kick is good. No, the snap is good. The kick is no good. He missed it. He pushed it right. Oh, wait, we do have a flag on the field. They're going to get another chance. There was 12 men on the field for the Bills. What I meant to say was the snap is good. The hold is good. And the kick, he pushed it, he kept it right. It's 12 guys on the field for the Bills. Oh, man. That may cost him the game. And now he's got a stopped clock, 4 seconds. This puts him 5 yards closer, a 36-yard field goal from the right hash. They do it again, and this time Will Lutz nails it. Broncos win on a walk-off field goal, 24-22. 2 costly penalties for the Bills late in the game. Between the pass interference and the 12 men on the field, which would have won them the game. If there wasn't a penalty. That would have won them the game, and the Bills end up losing. 24-22. The Bills don't sit in a playoff spot right now and have a hard schedule. He missed it at first. Buffalo was in trouble. They're in big trouble. They have a really tough schedule ahead of him. Getting to the playoffs is going to be difficult. The NFL is scripted. It definitely could be. I mean, every week something happens. Whether it's awful penalties, whether it's having 12 guys lined up in the formation. I mean, there's something that happens every week to make it seem like that. But the Broncos win at 24-22. The Bills did blow it. Yeah, there's no way around that. They blew it. And now the Broncos at 4-5. I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs. But they're headed in the right direction. Winners of 3 straight. And there's not necessarily a ton of winnable games ahead, because you look at the Broncos' schedule ahead. They've got the Vikings. Actually, on Sunday Night Football next week, so I'll be streaming that game. They got the Vikings, the Browns, the Texans, the Chargers, the Lions, the Patriots, the Chargers again, and the Raiders. So, I mean, they can beat the Vikings, they can beat the Browns, I don't think they'll beat the Texans. They can beat the Chargers once. I don't think they'll beat the Lions. They can beat the Patriots and Raiders. There's 5 wins right there. That can get them up to 9 wins, 9 and 8. I mean, that's going to be tough to get into the playoffs at 9 and 8, but at least they'll be competitive. Last year at this time, they were already out of the playoffs. And for the Bills, they fall to 5-5. They can win all the games. They all seem winnable. But yeah, I would agree this isn't necessarily a playoff team that's going to make it very far. It's close. I mean, at least you get to feel this year you're close. Need a couple moves, maybe improve the offensive line a little bit. Make some changes defensively. And improve the team for next year. But this is a team that is definitely much improved from last year. I think Nathaniel Hackett last year was a big problem. Now that he's gone, it's much easier. And then you look at the Bills, they're now 5-5, and they've got the Jets, Eagles, Chiefs, Cowboys, Chargers, Patriots, and Dolphins on the schedule. There's only one walk win there, and that's the Patriots. A team doing better needs a lot of work still, yet I would agree. Headed in the right direction, but still, as you said, still needs work. Alright, but that is going to do it for tonight's stream, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like the stream, subscribe, turn notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos or upcoming streams. I do my best to post as often as possible. That was fun. Yeah, it was. Thank you guys for joining me. But thank you for joining me. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn notifications. I do my best to post as often as possible. Good night. Yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. And I will see you in the next video.